The Trews, you have a new album, Time Capsule. It's coming out just about now. Can you tell us why you chose this moment to do a kind of a best of, or mostly a best of?
It was in the contract, is the honest answer. The label was expecting it, and we were humming and hawing about the prospects of doing it. A little nervous that it would send a message that we were done or over and done with, which we didn't want to send that message because we still in many ways feel like we're just getting started. So we sort of, the compromise we came to was to do the four new tracks. They allowed us to do the 4 new tracks on there, and we also did a couple of interesting side projects where we dug a lot of old music out of the vaults and out of the library, and are releasing it all now at the same time. So,
can you put us in the room with you guys when you're writing a song, when you're working on a song? What kicks it off most often? I mean, I know it's different. It can be a riff, it can be an idea, it can be a lyrical line. How does it work?
The most effective times, we've sat in rooms together for days on end and just tried to come up with things out of thin air and stuff, and that can take a lot of time. But often when we take a few weeks off and go our separate ways and then bring in our little ideas that we had on our own and just get something to start on. So even yesterday we got together in Hamilton for a few hours. And I had just been in LA, so I came back and I had 2 or 3 ideas I'd written just hanging out down there. And we just start on it, and then the other guy, John-Angus and Jack, pick up their guitars and they start playing something, and then hey, why don't you do this instead? Try this, and then before you know it, it kind of takes on a different shape. It becomes more exciting, it becomes better. And the moment it stops being better, we just stop and move on to something else.
Right.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
Beautiful and Tragic, the new song that we're able to hear, has more of a kind of a power pop energy and a melody than the usual Trews material. Is that partly because it's a co-write between you and Serena Ryder?
Absolutely. We were hanging out last summer at the Drake, and we were walking home, and we were just joking around about making a heavy metal band with outrageous pop melodies over top. We just had this fictitious band we were going to start somewhere way down the road, and it was never going to be a thing. We were just joking around, and us joking around led to a pretty great Trews song. So I don't know what that means, but it was one of those things where we recorded 30 seconds of it on my iPhone. And I was just sitting down to look at if I had anything to work on when we were about to get together again. I found that idea, and then me and Serena just wrote it on my back porch, the lyrics and the bridge and the pre-chorus, and about 5 to 6 minutes. And it's kind of funny when those things happen so easily and just out of such a sense of fun. And then we started playing it. It was just a really, it's the poppiest thing we've ever done. It's kind of a little bit outside my wheelhouse as for what I would do, but I like the idea of just doing something totally different for us.
Did songwriting with Serena Ryder lead you to being a couple, or was it the other way around?
I don't know. We just
started.
we were dating at the time, and it just happened, and we were both lead singers, and as a result, sometimes we bring work home with us, and we're sitting around singing songs, so sometimes ideas come out.
But the first time, this kind of ties into Time Capsule, you guys sort of started keeping in touch after she sang on In the Morning.
Yes.
Because she came into the studio on the last album to sing a verse on In the Morning, which is included in Time Capsule, which ended up being a really lovely moment and a great song, and it's on there. And I think that was sort of the beginning of what's going on now.
Yeah.